It's like folks are throwing gold bullions at you, and you're like looking at it like, what is that? That shiny object. That ain't interesting. Throwing diamonds and pearls at you, and you're sitting there talking about, it's like you don't realize the value of what's being thrown at you. A couple of people see it, a couple of people do. A couple of people do. But open up the mind, broaden your perspective, broaden your perspective. Broaden your perspective. Because this right here is not going to last forever. So when you either graduate or leave from here or we move to another location, you got to have something that you took from here that's going to change your life.
Welcome to Miami. Whatever comes to my mind at that moment.
So let's just say we come into a room and I'm talking to Diamond, right? And I don't want nobody else to know anything about what we're talking about. We want to talk about Jada and Billy, right? So I said, yo, D, I'm not going to use your name. And I'm not going to use Billy. I'm going to say, yo, D, X plus Y. You know what I'm saying? X plus Y equals, you know? And nobody else in the room knows what I'm talking about, but me and him have this conversation. So we sitting there talking about X and Y, and he look like, and she has no clue. We talking about it. We got this little code thing going on. And we said X plus Y equals Z. And he's like, yeah, man, that's what I heard. I'm like, yeah, true. Then we come back and we say, yo, D, check this out. Did you know that X minus Y equals, yo, what's that mean?
8.
What's that mean?
8.
All right. So that's the relationship. But we really want to find out what does Y equal to? All right? Because this is the algebraic equation. We want to find out what Y equals. Well, I wrote them both something. All right, so I'm going to put it this way. So X plus Y equals Z. We already know what that means, right? All right, so I'm going to ask you something. What does Y equal to? I want to know what Y equals. Check this out. X plus Y equals Z. What does Y equal to?
Y equals X plus Z.
X plus Y equals Z. I want to know what Y is equal to.
Oh, wait. Y equals X minus Z. Yes, no.
Come on now.
Ryan.
X equals Z.
Ryan. Billy.
Wait, what are you trying to say?
Remember what we said. If you need, whatever you do on one side of the
You do
equal
it for
sign,
the other.
you got to do on the other side. So you want to, if you want to know what Y is equal to, you got to separate that.
That's what I did. I said
No. You
Y
said
equals-
Y minus Z. No, it's Z minus Y. But you go like this. You take that. You take Jade away. Oh, dang. Yo, me and him talk.
I'm so good.
So now, if you take this away, right? You minus this. Now you left with what? You left with the Y.
Y.
Whatever you do on this side of the equation, you have to do it on the other side of the equation. So you go like this, minus X. So it's Z minus X. Y equals Z minus X.
So you want to give a little context on who you are, where you're from, and what's the brand about?
Okay, my name is Quincy Harvey. I'm from Oakland, California. I live here in Miami now, almost 11 years. And I have a brand called Books Not Bars, Raised by Legends, and also Fathers Up. So Fathers Up, FATHERZUP, is a father's brand to increase the visibility of fatherhood. I know a lot of people didn't have their fathers growing up. I ain't had my father growing up. He was locked up. He did 27 years in prison. And I wanted to end that domino effect when my son was born. He's 5 years old. So I came up with this brand for myself. So I would take my son to different events, to parks with the stroller, and other fathers would gravitate toward me. And they wanted to know what Fathers Up was about. So it was to increase the visibility of fatherhood. So raised by legend, basically, I was raised by my grandmother. My grandmother died, she raised 16 of us, you know, and I was looking in her coffin, and I was like, wow, she never had a life. That's a legend in my eyes. So I came up with Raised by Legend. It was a slogan for the Fathers Up brand, but I ended up making it a brand itself because I believe everybody was raised by a legend. I was telling him that everybody was raised by a legend. Who motivated him to want to fight? Who motivated him to want to speak? Les Brown. So everybody was raised by a legend. It don't have to be your mother or your father. It can be Bob Marley that made you want to sing. It could be Jordan that made you want to play ball. So basically, Raised by Legend is a brand that pays homage to the greats that opened up the doors for us to be where we are today. And Books Not Bars, that's self-explanatory. You know, we believe education over prisons. And if you're educated and, you know, you read enough and you get knowledgeable enough, then you will never end up in the system. You know, I was in and out the system, so firsthand I can tell you about that. Just growing up in Oakland, California, you know, just like Liberty City, you know, it's the hood, you know, you emulate people you look up to on the corner that got fly stuff, nice cars and whatnot. So I end up following those guys. But at the end, I surrounded myself with positive people in the end that traveled, that had open mindset because I was in a circle. I'm in a box, this box right here. A lot of y'all can attest to that box. It's scary to jump out that box. I was in Oakland, never been to San Francisco. Imagine Liberty City, never been going to Wynwood. You know, that's a box. It's scary to jump out that box. So once I jumped out that box, my fear became my strength. So my first experience traveling on the airplane, I went to Italy. I never been anywhere, another language, another country. I see all these nice Italian men with suits throwing up signs like this and like that. I'm like, oh, I can dig that. That's like Cali. They throwing up gang signs. No, I was still in that mentality. But after time passed, I realized this means delicious. This means what do you want? This means where you at, you know. So it depends on education. Books Not Bars is the key element right now for you guys. Like right now, where you guys are sitting, I was there listening to so many people. You're not gonna make it to C21. You're gonna do this. You're not gonna do that. And I used to think I wasn't gonna make it to C21 because I was living in fear. So once you jump out that fear and jump out of the box, I told him, my girlfriend, she told me that Les Brown was speaking. I had a remediation. I have a water restoration company. I said, I'm going to check out Les Brown and the kids because I went through a separation 2 years ago and I lost everything, house, business, everything. I'm listening to Les Brown walking down Lincoln Road in Miami Beach. I go in the Apple store. I got my website, but nothing is moving. I put Fathers Up inside the computer in the Apple store. Once I left that store, my website was on every computer when I left out. I mean, I uploaded my website on every computer and most of the iPhones. And a week later, I started getting calls. That's called thinking outside the box.